Good afternoon, guys. It's good evening or good afternoon. So it's a 4:50 p.m. Today is May 11th. So let me start with the pre-market notes. So this is the summary, as you already know, right? The running summary for this week. Now today I'm expecting neutral to neutral up day. So but overall sellers are still in control, but I'm expecting neutral to neutral up day. One more day in a row. Yesterday also similar idea. So just because of the way price action was behaving in the overnight, from that 4,000 level, so I think buyers wanted to take it a little bit higher today. That was the whole idea, and then find sellers somewhere at the top, and then it will come down. That's why it's a neutral to neutral up, right? Either or. So it's kind of a breakout above first hour high, right? And then late noon some down move. That is the idea, that I was thinking. So these are the levels, right? And then today 50-50 shorts and longs. So you can play both ways, 50% long, 50% shorts, right? But you have to realize it's overall sellers market. So long will require more effort, and you have to line up your odds, confluence, something. Shorts doesn't require that much effort, okay? And then these are the good levels, to look. And then also I gave you few more levels during Discord in the morning, right? For example, 4087 of the open, and then 3987 of the open, and then 4000 to 4006 level of the open, right? And 3969. So those three levels I gave you of the open to watch, right? So that is the story for ES. And then NQ, similar story, right? And then there are comments in the charts also, and then strong do now below Globex low 389, price may try to tag 920 752. So this is where price went in the end of the day, so it's a it was basically a pending target from sellers from day before. And ES pending target was 39.25, if you remember, right, from our Discord talk. So it achieved both this target. These were the second targets from the sellers from 2 days back. Russell is still stuck around this, okay, but overall sellers are in control. Dow is 350, this area, and 350, so this two, right? So these are the buyers area. This pretty much this area is a buyer's area, so it has to break below it and hold below it, and then make a move from this level lower, right? Today it just ping pong, and then at the end of the day it went below it, right? So crude and gold, I did not bother to look at it today, so I'm not gonna discuss, but you can read through these things, right? Dream number 389, 431, right? So now let me show you the comments, right? So the comments I put it in the chart was this, and for ES the comments was like this. So when I wrote the note, right, price was here, right here, or somewhere into this vicinity, right? And NQ was here, right? And that time I wrote this note. So the preferred buyers area and sellers to keep it below, right? So this area is a preferred buyer area. So that means if buyers wanted to take control for today, right, like neutral to neutral up, but little bit buying favor, then they have to hold it above. That's a preferred area. And if it goes down from here, this is a backup buyers area. Below both area, you have to assume sellers are becoming active, and below this area, more sellers will come. That is the idea of this writing, okay? ES break below this 4013, sellers will come. Above that, still buyers have a control from the overnight, right? So that was the story. I wrote it around 7 o'clock or 7:30 or so, right in the pre-market. Then this move happened, right? And this move spoils the day, basically. All this thing, it spoiled it for buyers and for the sellers also, because the way it dropped all the way up to here, it basically just screwed up the day. That means going into the day, you will see both side activities now, mostly neutral, a little bit maybe up if price goes higher, because by looking at this, that's where in Discord in the morning, right before the open, I gave you 4,000, 69 and 85, three levels, right? So, and not after looking at this, I gave you that level right here, when price was here while talking in the pre-market Discord, right? So, and then the idea was, and then I gave you scenario that 4,000, if you want confluence area, right? You want sellers to defend. If price goes down, you want them to take out 69. If you see price bouncing from 69, take out 4,000, goes higher, it may go higher further up, but it will screw up the day, So, and that is what it happened here. See, so I took this 4,000 short in ES, not in NQ, because NQ, this was the area 319 and 389, right? So I didn't want to short at 319. I want price to go higher, a little bit into close to this area, so I can put a stop here and then short. But then NQ used this Globex low, previous one, and then it came down, right? But ES worked out nicely when the way down 69, right? That's where you take the profit, because you don't know whether 69 buyers are becoming active or not, right? So here it poked below 69, and then we were watching it, right? I gave you specific time also, that by 9:42 or something, right? I clearly give you the timestamp also, that within next 2 minutes, at that time it was 9:38 or 9:39, I said if price goes above it, I will bail out. 70% I took the profit here, 30% I will bail out if it closed below 74, close above 74, right? And if it does not, then I will hold it. So here I built out, right? At the same time, at 69, I took a long also in the same account, not regular account, right? Because I don't want to fade it against this damn thing, right? So I took the long in a sim, right? And that same I was explaining it to you. Why? Because of the 69, the way it held, the way I thought, and it held it. That's why I took that long. But in real time, you wouldn't go live with this long at 69. You would go live after 4,000. So if 4,000 is taken out, here you can go long, and then you have to manage it. So when it went to 30, I said 30 or 37, or I think 30 is a good target. But if you have two contracts, let's say you take 50% off here, and the rest you move your stop to 90, and then you manage it. So when it price came down, it couldn't go to 90, right? And then it went higher, right? So you're assuming, let's say you did not bail out 100% at 30, you're holding it, then price went higher, right? And then again got rejection, and then went higher, again came down, now you bail out, or maybe you can bail out here, right? But here there should be no new entry here. See, you don't see any new entry here. Why? Because you already know now by this time from all my past videos, whenever I say garbage, screwed up day, most likely price is going to ping pong. So if you are a new trader, you should not be trading it. But as I said, if you are an experienced trader, then you should look for fading, fading top and bottoms, right? So top short, bottom long, it's a fading game. But you have to look for confluence, some other things in order to fade. Otherwise, you cannot rely blindly on those levels. And you can see it. Price went up, down. See this level? None of this level actually held properly except this 4,000. But at least when price was doing that, what I said is screwed up day, you don't involve and let people fight and die. Right? That is what I explained. Once they are done doing that, then you trade and you will see it reflecting in the price, which is this. They're done fighting and now price is out. See that? And then pull back here, you short, which is right here. See that? This, done, short here, same time, right? But knowing it's a screwed up day and it's neutral to neutral, a possibility, right? But by the time when price did this, most likely it will be neutral to neutral down instead of neutral to neutral up, right? Because here buyers had a chance, they blew it apart, right? Look at the internals, they had a full chance, they blew it apart. The moment this breakdown happened, all these buyers got trapped, so it's gonna go down, right? So here you have to take profit because internals were still positive at that time, see, above zero line. So you have no choice left, you have to take profit here, you know, and then it will be new trade. But by that time I wouldn't do any other trade here. Why? Because now if price wanted to go down, it should have sliced through these things, chopping around here, and that means more garbage to come, and that is why you can see this garbage. So yes, it looks easy that hey man, I could have taken this short, but then think about how would you manage this one. See, price went higher. At this point, if you are looking in a live environment, right, it is difficult to manage this kind of trades. See, slow death, slowly step up, and by looking at this momentum coming back and all these things, it is difficult to short here, here, or by looking at this breakdown, it is difficult to go long also here. See my point? So you rather not trade this kind of price action, you know. So now you don't have to decide after looking at this. You should know by this time, let's say by 9:50, you should be knowing that I am expecting this kind of price action, you know. See, that's where the expertise come. After trying multiple times here, go long and short, then you figure out that is not a good idea. You should be knowing here, right? The way I said earlier, right here, the day stood up, even right before open even, right? So in view of the open, there is no trade. To me, there is no trade. But yes, you can make a case here, right? Because it was 4 blue lines, you can go long here, right? Or you could have gone long here at the breakout, right? Here, targeting this dip number. Was it a short here? No, there was no short because buyers were controlling above this area, you know. But once this thing is gone, then there was a short here. After that, there was no trade, you know. And we already talked about it, right? Why this preferred buyers, why the sellers are active from here, all these things, right? That importance of the 37 before in the pre-market, right? It's for the pre-market notes, and 30 level and 23, right? So move started from here, so these sellers were legit, right? But the way it went down, that's why the day got screwed up. And price going above 4,000 here, more screwed up. Okay, so that be all for today.